I'm a visionary, and I've always had people around me that I put the vision out there and then they run with it. My name's Mark Dedomenico. I'm the CEO of the Pro Sports Club. I always had other jobs. I worked in service stations and I worked in different jobs. And I liked working. Kind of influenced by my godfather. He was an orthopedic surgeon. He lived just down the block from us, so on a Friday night he started saying, "You want to run the hospital with me, or Saturday night I'm going to set some bones, you want to go with me?" I said, "Yeah." 15 years old, I started my first open surgery, and then I wanted to be a surgeon. I'm trained cardiovascular surgery. I've been in cardiovascular surgery and research since the early 60s. Sitting at a basketball game one night, Sonics, and Dick Knight, who ran the pro club for the Sonics, was owned by the Sonic team in those days, came over and said, "You want to buy a health club?" And I owned part of the buildings that were there, and I said, "Sure, let's buy the health club." And that's how we got started. In the back of my mind, I always had the idea that I wanted to do some research that had to do with exercise, diet, and lifestyle change. And so it gave me an opportunity to do that, and that's what we've done. I started the research project I'm involved in now 18 years ago. I'm trying to find a way to stop high cholesterol, hypertension, and diabetes, because those are the things that were driving most of the patients to our operating room tables. Lester Savage here in Seattle was my mentor. He's very important to me. He and I, of course, are the originators of the coronary bypass. Heart valve called the guided flow aortic valve that was used around the world. We have the bionic grafts that are used around the world today. And a lot of work was done out of the Hope Heart Institute. And Lester has always been my mentor. And even though that we're as old as we are now, he's still my mentor. I would say our culture is Disney at Pro Club. We don't consider our people employees. We consider them cast members, a family. We treat them that way. They understand that nobody is the show, that the show is what we put on over there, and that goes for whether it's medical or anything else. And we use Disney philosophy. We send people for Disney training, and it works. If somebody says it's impossible to treat obesity because only 1% to 2% of people are getting well from it, we found a way to make 48% of people get well from it, and we're trying to go to 60% now. Also over in Redmond, I have a large equestrian center for horses, and we're working on osteoarthritis there with Colorado State University. We're doing an experiment. I think we have a way to either slow down or stop osteoarthritis, which probably occurs when you're younger, like in your 20s or 30s, but doesn't affect you until you're in your 50s or 60s. In horses, it occurs when they're a year to 2 years old, but affects them almost immediately a year later. I don't think you ever stand alone when you do something. I'm proud when I see my kids do well. I'm proud when I see my kids go on to do great things. I'm proud to see what happens at the Hope Heart Institute. I'm proud to see what's going on at Pro and in our different programs. I'm proud of the people that develop it. And that's what it's all about, I think. I never knew how much money I had when I was in medicine. Couldn't tell you how much money I have right now. That has nothing to do with it. I really like going down to get to the problem. I get excited to get up every morning and go to work because I know that problem exists and we're going to solve the problem.